Next up, Western Slope basketball. We have one of the top scorers in the entire state, and it is Wesley Ryan from the Debec Dragons. Wesley, why are you so good? How would you describe yourself as a scorer?
I'd say I get to the hoop really well, finish around the rim really well. I can use my athleticism. Um, and then outside, I mean, I can hit a few shots every now and then, but I think I have a good all-around game.
I mean, what perspective do you have on some of your huge numbers? When you look at your career, and you are a senior to where it's coming to the end, so we get to look back. You averaged 14 as a freshman. You've been 20 plus every year since. What's your perspective on what you've accomplished so far?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think about it much. I mean, I just like taking it one game at a time and, see what happens.
Okay. Now, it's interesting. We have to note this, that if we would have had a regular year, which it's not, right? At your pace, you would have had a chance to crack the top 20 on the all-time scoring list in all of Colorado basketball history. Do you feel like there's a missed opportunity there? Because you're not going to get there because there's just not enough games.
I actually did not even know about that, but yeah, I think there could be a missed opportunity, but yet again, I don't that stuff too much.
Okay. Do you play other sports?
I just do track as well.
How do you feel like you are more physically prepared or physically gifted than most any other kid in the Western Slope League or all of Class 1A?
I'd say I've been really serious in the weight room for about 2 years now.
Okay.
I think it shows, honestly, compared to people who haven't been in the weight room, which I don't know, it's just another thing I love doing, and I really think that has benefited me.
Oh, okay. So you enjoy the weight room anyway, but it was
Absolutely.
part of a strategy.
Yes.
How about the Debec Dragons? You've had such success in that program during your career there. You won the 2019 Class 1A state championship. That was your sophomore year. Had another 20-win season last year, and here you are again. You're 5-0 as we're talking. Why are you guys so good? What's happening over there at Debec?
I mean, it's just hard work, That's really all I can say about that, to be honest.
Is that a credit to you and the guys, the players? How does head coach J.K. Guerra and the culture fit into that?
Yeah, Coach Aguirre, he stepped in the year we won state. That was his first year. And I really think that he really turned things around, honestly. Like my freshman year, we were good. I just felt like we might have been missing a few things that we needed. But I really think he helped us figure that out.
I always like to ask the players this. You are someone who's actually competing with a mask on. After you've had a few games now where you're on the court, what are your observations with a mask on playing basketball?
To be honest, when you're in the moment, you don't really notice it. It gets annoying sometimes, but you learn to just work through it and just understand that this is the situation we're in and we just have to deal with it.
Yep, mature way to handle things. And you might be a little bit different. You've got that league going to where one of your top competitors, you just had a game canceled with Olathe, right? So how do you process an actual cancellation?
Yeah, I think it just feels weird. Never really had to experience that before. I don't really know what to think about it, honestly.
Since we mentioned him, Olathe is still on the list. That game was postponed, not necessarily canceled yet. Is that right?
Yes, it was
Right.
postponed.
Okay. You're in the Western Slope League where you play each other twice. What are your challenges ahead? You're obviously going to have a goal of running the table and going undefeated throughout the regular season. Who are the players? Who are the teams that you're worried about as you progress forward here in the season?
I mean, honestly, Caprock, they are they're probably one of the most improved teams from my freshman year to now. And I think it's cool to see what they're doing. But they're honestly a solid team, and I think they're one to watch out for.
Okay. And you're pretty confident in your guys, of course. Let's talk about some of your guys. It's not just you. You're the leader, and depending on who's reporting stats, we'll just say right now, you're top 3 in the state, all classes in scoring. But you got other guys because you can't do it on your own. Who are your other top leaders? Who are the other key parts to the Debec Dragons this year?
I think everybody's a key part, honestly, but our starting five plays a huge role because they get the most court time. So we got Logan Wingfield, Dylan Hurst, and Diego Castro.
Okay. And then how about 22 Jaden Jordan? I have to ask that when I'm watching your tape. You can't help but notice the hair flow of 22 Jaden Jordan. What's going on with that?
I don't know. It's just always been his thing.
Right. Hey, great to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too.
You're proud to call Colorado home. So are we. Since 1973, we've been giving back to the communities where we live, work, and play across our great state. And we're here to stay. If you're looking for an independent, locally managed community bank where the employees are also the owners, we would like to be your bank. We're Alpine Bank.